Hey, Hammer 357 Mag here. My plan here is to start going over the kits that I called out in my prepping the phased approach, and so I'm going to go through the kits as I've completed them. First kit I want to talk about is the water boiling and purification in cook pots. Right now I need a bag or container to hold the kit in, and what I'm using right now are two cardboard boxes, and I plan to use those until I get to the point where I can find the proper bag or container to put them in. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is actual water purification. Right now I've chosen to use these Coleman purification tablets, so if you're collecting rainwater or if you have water that you think is contaminated, you can put these tablets in it. It'll purify them like bleach. The advantage here is they last longer, and then the water should be safe to drink. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the alcohol stoves that can be used to actually boil the water and purify them. And pretty typically the alcohol stoves come in various types. I got 4 of them here. The first 2 here are made out of soda cans and require a pot stand to put the pot on so you can boil the water, such as that pot there. The 2 in the back, this one's the Bud Light, and this is another aluminum pop can one, are designed so you can actually put the pot on them and the flames come out the side and they boil the water. So the burner becomes a pot stand also, so you get kind of a dual purpose out of those two. So those become an advantage. The next thing I want to talk about is the fuel bottles that you use to fill up the stoves. And here I've picked up some Vargo fuel bottles. I have 4 of those, but for right now I'll just put the 2 out there. And again, you fill these up and then you can actually measure out with this cup here an ounce of fuel and put it in there at a time and use it. And usually an ounce of fuel will boil 2 cups of water in about 5.5 to 6 minutes. Depending on your efficiency of your stove and the distance the stove is from the water pot. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the actual pots themselves that I have collected to do my water boiling in. Again, I'm going to start out with the Coleman anodized cook set, which comes apart here. This can be used for camping. It's a cook set that basically gives you 2 pots to boil water in, a large one and a small one. And it also provides you with 2 lids so that when you're boiling the water you can keep them closed. Now, that's kind of neat. So you can also use the top as a pan, to, when you boil the water, you pour the water in here and you can mix whatever it is you want to mix, and it becomes a place where you can eat out of it, such as ramen noodles and such. And the same here with the, the smaller pot. And again, these bigger pots, they have some nice handles on them. So this is a very diverse cook pot set. And again, if you're going to be cooking with alcohol on these alcohol stoves, you need fairly light aluminum or light steel, because the thick steel that you have at home in that just is not going to cook that fast, and you'll be losing a lot more alcohol. So these cook pot sets you get for camping are the perfect thing. Again, this is a nice set because one side slides inside the other, and becomes really nice. Plus it gives you this nice nylon bag to put them in. Now another good cook pot is this Stanley cook pot, which is quite interesting. This bottom part becomes a pot, and it's got a cover on it with a lid so you can boil it. Plus what comes inside of it are 2 cups that you can use to drink out of. Again, you can pour your hot water in there and make up your ramen noodles. So again, that becomes quite useful. So this is a good cook pot set. And I bought one more pot I found quite interesting. This is the Stanley multi-use bottle cup. Now what's interesting about this is the top screws off here and becomes a cup if you need it. This is also perfect for if you need to, you're near a stream or water, you can scoop up that water, cover it, then you can bring it back to your main campsite, or if you're at home you can go outside and collect rainwater, and actually you can actually fill it up all the way to the top here also. So this is quite a versatile set, and if you have the right setup, say you use this Bud Light alcohol stove, you can actually put this on there and boil it if you needed to, but due to the small size of it, it's probably not the best boiler, which is why I have these other pots, but it's perfect for gathering water. And what we mainly use, at least I do, in these alcohol stoves is the SLX denatured alcohol. And this is 1 gallon. And this runs about $17 at Home Depot. And so again, not knowing actually how much I'm going to need, I'm planning to have 1 gallon of this for every 2 weeks that we don't have power or gas. Okay, and the other thing which I don't have to show you would be the actual filter I will use to filter the water that came out of this. And again, since I'm going to boil it or use the purification tablets, you know, I don't need one of the filters that filters out all the bacteria and stuff. Mainly what I'm interested in would be actually filtering out debris, you know, bigger stuff. So again, that's why I talked earlier that coffee filters will do the job. So again, this is my quick look at my kit, the items I'm going to use, and this can be used for camping, also for in-home use in case of an emergency situation. So any comments you have or feedback would be greatly appreciated. Again, thanks for your time. Have a great day, and remember, long live rock and roll and the American dream. Thank you. Oh my God.